Yo, how's it going? So this is something I actually learned not too long ago, and it's a thing from Calculus 2 and how Calculus 2 is really important to your life and how it's important to your retirement, as it kind of says here. So I kind of give you this thing over here, and it looks really weird, looks really scary, but it's really not. So if you're a math person, you should know that this is what's called a geometric series. If you're not a math person, don't worry about the name. So really what this means is some number is equal to this weird symbol here is what's called sigma, and it just means add. I'm going to add this when this is equal to 0. I'm going to bump this guy up 1, then add that to that, and they're going to make n equal 2, and then add that to the previous two terms all the way up to infinity. Right? So it turns out that this thing is actually really important in your retirement. So over this last summer, I had an internship with a hedge fund, right? And so one of the things that you can do is you can learn about compound interest, right? So a lot of people will look at this and say, well, how does this relate to your retirement? It's like, well, if we you know, let A equal, if you have a Roth IRA or a 401k, what's the maximum amount that you can contribute? It's typically let's just go with 5,000. I know it's 5,500 typically, but I like 5,000 better. Cool. So if we let A go 5,000, and then we also let R equal to 1 plus, uh, let's call it gamma just for fun, just because I like gamma. R is equal to 1 plus gamma. Well, what is gamma? Gamma is your interest rate that you're earning per year. So if you have like a Roth IRA or something, a very good year is like, let's just say 11%, 10%. So let's make it 10, So let's just say this is where gamma is equal to, you know, 0.10, which means that R is just going to equal to really just 1.1. Okay, cool. And so how this whole thing works out is that it's as if it's calculating this 5,000 is how much you're depositing every year. You're multiplying it by the interest. It's raised to the number of years that you're investing it in, right? So let's just say, I'll just give you an example here. So S so N is equal to, well, we're going to do 5,000, right? And let's just say you have 1.1, and it's the first year you've done this, so that's how much you start off with initially. And then you're going to do this again times 1.1, raise to the 1 because you have 1 year under your belt. Do it again. Again, you're investing this year after year. Plus dot, dot, dot. You fill in the blank until however long you want to do it. Right. Turns out that if you actually end up doing this if you let the you obviously can't do this for an infinite amount of time, but if you let this top number here equal to, if you're age 18, if you start like a Roth IRA or something and you go to age 65, you're about working for 45 years or so. What was the number here? That's right. Turns out that at the end of your lifetime, the sum of money that you're going to be getting, let's just call it 45, go to 4.8 times 10 to the 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6. 4.8 million. That's a nice retirement. All because of calculus 2. Cool.